Unang Corinto chapter 3 verse 15. Purgatoryo daw. Tara, pag-aralan natin to. Ang layunin po ng pag-aaral nito ay purely pag-aaral lamang, at kung sakali pong iba po yung view nyo sa akin pong sasabihin ay nasa inyo po yon. At basta ang sa akin po is titignan po natin yung Bible, ano ba sinasabi ng Bible, inconsistent doon sa hermeneutics. So ang ating pong pag-aaralan is may kinalaman sa purgatorio, at ginagamit po ng Roman Catholic yung 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 15 para suportahan yung purgatorio. So ngayon titignan natin.
May tinutukoy ang ating Panginoong Yesus na bawat tao ay dadalisayin sa apoy. Ayon sa nakasulat sa unang Corinto Kapitulo 3, versikulo 15, na mayroong tinutukoy si San Pablo na apoy. Brother Rinel. So ating sa unang Corinto Kapitulo 3, versikulo 13 hanggang 15, Brother Dan. 15. Tinulasahin ba na ang bawat mga ginagawa idaan sa apoy? Okay, Ronel. Sige, Brother. Sa araw ng paghatol, nalalaman kung anong uri ng materyales ang ginamit ng bawat nagtayo. Dahil susuriin sa apoy ang itinayo ng bawat isa. So, mayroon ding apoy, Brother Ronel. Kung hindi matupok ang itinayo, tatanggap ng gantimpala ang nagtayo. Kasi, subalit kung matupok ang kanyang itinayo, mawalan siya ng gantimpala. Maliligtas siya, ngunit matutulad siya sa isang taong nasunugan. Yun ang nakasulat, Brother Renel, nung hanggang 16, hindi ba ninyo alam na kayo'y templo ng Diyos at nakatira sa inyo ang kanyang Espiritu. So, malinaw, Brother Renel, na mayroong apoy na binanggit na ayon sa nakasulat sa unang Corinto, Kapitulo 3, versikulo 13 hanggang 5. Salamat, Brother Ras, no? Ginagamit niya yung Protestant na salin na paborito din. Okay. Basahin ko rin sa isang salin na magandang balita Biblia. Salamat po, Brad Tata. No. Ito, mabasa natin. Makilala ang uri ng gawa ng bawat isa sa araw ng paghukom. Mayroong paghukom na naman na binabanggit, sapagkat mahahayag sa pamamagitan ng apoy kung anong uri ang ginagawa ng bawat isa. At binasa ni Brandata ang 15, ngunit kung masusunog naman, mawawala siya ng gantimpala, gayon man maliligtas siya, kaya lang ay para siyang nagdaan ng apoy. Idaan sa apoy, ngunit may kaligtasan pa. Okay, yan. Yun ang dahilan na ginagamit namin ang La Sagrada Biblia sa unang Corinto Kapitulo 9, yung sabi ng miyembro ni Soriano, hindi lang binabasa niyo. Upang patunayan na itong apoy na ito na may kaligtasan, kahit idaan pa ang kasalanan, ngunit may kaligtasan, tinatawag ito ng mga Bible scholar, okay, Bible scholar versus Rizal ang ginagamit nila, Bible scholar na tinatawag ito purgatorio. Ito basahin natin sa header, upang linawin na ang paksang ito ay tumutukoy sa purgatorio.
So yan po, no, malinaw. Narinig natin yung paliwanag ni Brother Talibong. Siguro titingin pa tayo ng isa pang paliwanag, no, na Catholic view pa rin. Tapos si Millennial naman po ang pakikinggan natin.
Sure wins sa bawat pack with Nissan Wafer. Many prizes you'll enjoy with your kids.
review pa rin. Tapos si Millennial naman po ang pakikinggan natin.
Isa pa, ang purgatorio po ay nanggaling sa salitang Latin na purgare, na ang ibig sabihin po ay linisin. At ito naman po yung mababasa natin sa sulat ni Apostol San Pablo. Mababasa naman po sa unang Corinto chapter 3 verse 15, ngunit siya sa kanyang sarili ay maliligtas, gayunman, tulad sa pamamagitan ng apoy. Binanggit po dito yung apoy na naglilinis. Hindi naman po ito pwede sa langit dahil wala naman po apoy sa langit. At hindi naman din po ito pwede na yung apoy sa impyerno. Dahil ang apoy po na nasa impyerno ay yung apoy na pagdurusa, yung paghihinagpis, yun po yung sakit. Ngunit ito pong apoy na tinutukoy po sa verse ay apoy na naglilinis. Ang apoy na ito nakakalinis. Ito po ang purgatorio kung saan nililinis ang kaluluwa ng gayon sa tamang panahon po ay makasama ng Panginoon sa kalangitan.
So yun po yung kanilang paliwanag regarding po sa purgatorio, gamit po yung Bible verse na 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 15. So para po mas maintindihan natin yung context, tignan po natin yung chapter 3 verses 1 to 4 po, no? Kung babasahin po natin to, makikita natin na si Pablo po ay ina-address niya yung mga mananampalataya sa Corinthians na sila po ay hindi spiritual kundi worldly, sapagkat hindi nila alam kung sino yung susundan nila, no? So, may nagsasabi, I follow Paul, I follow Apollos. So sinasabi ni Pablo dito na hindi naman nahahati si ang Panginoon. So iba-iba yung role ni Apollos, iba-iba yung role niya. Pero sabi sa may verses 5 to 9, no, nagbigay siya ng illustration about sa pagtatanim. Iba ang nagtanim, iba ang nagdilig, pero ang Diyos po ang nagpapalaki. So based sa context, it's all about yung pagiging builder ng king sa kingdom of God, o yung sa kanilang mga ginagawa sa pagmi-ministry, no, or pagpapalaganap ng salita ng Panginoon. So basically yun po yung context niya. Ngayon sabi po dito sa may verse 10, but let each one take heed how he builds on it. For no one foundation can anyone lay than that which is laid, which is Jesus Christ. So, sinasabi lang dito ni Pablo, no, na kapag ikaw ay, let's say, yung context na pagmi-ministry, no, kapag ikaw ay magmi-ministry, be sure na yung pagmi-ministry mo, ang foundation is si Jesus Christ. Then verse 12, sabi rito, now if anyone builds on this foundation with gold, silver, precious stone, wood, hay, straw, each one work will become clear, for the day will declare it, sabi dito, no, because it will be revealed by fire, and the fire will test each one's work of what sort it is. If anyone work which he has built on it endures, he will receive a reward. So, darating ang araw, itong mga nagmi-ministry, yung let's say mga pastor, yung mga apostles or what, darating ang araw na itetest yung kanilang ginawa. Itetest yung kanilang, let's say yung sa ministry, na yung kung ano yung mga ginawa nila. So, yung iba merong gold ang pagkakagawa. So, itetest lahat yun sa fire. Merong masusunog, yung wood, hay, at saka straw. Syempre, pag dinaan yun sa fire, masusunog yun. Pero yung gold, silver, precious stones, hindi yun masusunog. So, based sa context, no, tungkol to sa pag-ministry. So, parang ganito po yan, no? Lahat ng ginawa ng pastor, lahat ng ginawa ng manggagawa sa simbahan, balang araw, itetest siya ng Panginoon. Susunugin yan. Yun ang sabi na susunugin. Tapos, yung iba ay, let's say, sabihin natin, hindi maayos yung pagkakaturo about sa gospel. Walang say-sayo, no? Masusunog sila yung makukumpara doon sa wood, hay, at saka straw. Meron namang mga manggagawa na talagang maayos yung pagkakagawa. Si Jesus Christ ang pinaka-foundation. So, pwedeng sila yung nagre-represent doon sa gold, silver, tsaka precious stone. So, ibig sabihin, pareho silang manggagawa. Yung isa, nung pumasok doon o yung tines sa fire, may natira, hindi nasunog. Yung isa naman ay hindi maayos na yung paggawa niya sa Panginoon, nasunog, no? Then, sabi pa rito sa may verse 14, if anyone's work which he has built on it endures, he will receive a reward. So yung mga faithful na manggagawa ng Panginoon na matapos dumaan sa apoy ay may natira, ay merong reward sa Panginoon. So ano bang reward yon? So hindi binanggit kung ano yung reward dito, pero sabi daw ng mga Katoliko, ang reward daw na tinutukoy dito ay yung langit. Pero sabi sa may verse 15, ito na po yung Bible verse na ginagamit nilang suporta raw for purgatory. Sabi rito, if anyone's work is burned, he will suffer loss. So yung manggagawa na gumawa sa Panginoon, na hindi maayos yung kanyang pagkakagawa, pag dumaan sa apoy yun, ay masisira, no? Walang matitira. Pero sabi rito, but he himself will be saved, yet so as through fire. So sabi rito, itong manggagawang to, bagamat hindi siya naging maayos yung kanyang paggawa patungkol sa pagmiministry, sa pagsunod sa Panginoon, no? O pagsiserve sa Panginoon, ay wala siyang reward kumpara doon sa isang faithful na manggagawa na mayroong reward. Pero bagamat wala siyang reward, ay sabi dito, ligtas siya, no? Doon siya sa langit. So, ganun po yung ibig niyang sabihin dito, at ito po ay walang kinalaman sa purgatorio. So, siguro po para mas maintindihan pa natin ng gusto, meron po akong na-search about dito, no? Between born again tsaka Roman Catholic priest or scholar, mga Bible scholar po to, na pinag-aralan po or let's say pinag-usapan po nila itong verse na to. At makikita natin kung marunong po tayo sa hermeneutics, hindi nakasunod yung pare, no? Doon sa tanong ng Bible scholars ng...
In 1 Corinthians chapter 3, beginning at verse 10, what is your understanding? Who is being discussed contextually in this passage?
Starting at verse...
Well, just in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 in general. For example, when it says, let a man be, verse 10, but let each one look to how he builds upon it. Who is being discussed here? Is this all saints? Is this Christian leaders? Is this only who are those? Is it not saints, but those who have to go to purgatory before they become saints? How do you understand it?
Well, Paul is talking about himself as the architect who laid the foundation, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the process of the planting of the gospel being done by various people.
So specifically the context then is referring to people who are involved in building the church. Let them be careful how they build upon the foundation I've laid. We would agree with that. Okay. Then when he goes on to talk about this building upon the foundation with gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, and stubble, what do you understand those words to refer to, please?
Well, he's referring, and notice he changes the pronoun at that point to you, which is to say the cooperation of the believer in the work of the construction of the edifice.
Actually, he uses the indefinite there, but if anyone builds, verse 12, tes is used there. So what do these things refer to then? The gold, silver, precious stones, wood, hay, stubble. What are those?
One's individual gifts, talents, etc., or the lack thereof, the non-use of these things, so that if I have a talent that's gold and instead I don't use it, is that perhaps straw being introduced into the edifice?
Okay. When it refers to the day revealing, making manifest these works that are being built upon the foundation, that there's going to be an apocalypsis is the actual term, that'll be apocalyptized by fire. Is it your belief that what is being referred to here is purgatorial sufferings in regards to temporal punishments of sins?
I think first of all he's talking about the day of the Lord, coming into the life of the individual, and furthermore, the individual's participation in that day of the Lord.
Do you believe that what is being referred to in verse 13, when it refers to the fire shall reveal it, and each one's work of what sort it is, the fire will test, that this is the fire of purgatory?
Well, first of all, the church does not teach the precise nature of purgatory. And so I would say that this is a metaphor here, as is the church's use of the metaphor of fire for purgatory.
Has the church used this passage as a substantiation for the existence of purgatory?
As an indication of the primitive belief in purgatory, yes.
So if the primitive writers believed in purgatory, and if the church has pointed to this, then can we not ask concerning the nature, not the physical nature, but the fact that this fire reveals of what sort works are? Would it not have to, sir, if it's supportive of the concept of purgatory, would it not have to, in this passage, refer to some sort of suffering and some sort of cleansing of temporal punishments of sins, not merely the demonstration of whether a church leader's motivations were pure, whether his works were gold, or whether they were strong?
The revelation is in itself a form of catharsis or purification.
So revelation in testing is involving purification. Is that what you just indicated?
If you reveal my flaws to me, that revelation in and of itself can be purifying.
Those who built with gold, silver, and precious stones also go through this fire. Where is there any concept of these individuals needing this purification before they enter into the presence of God? Does it not say that they actually receive a reward, that there's nothing here concerning their needing this purification?
Well, I think it's the simple realization that even the just man sins 7 times a day, and therefore the need for purification for most people.
So, where in the text do you have this mixture where you have people who have gold, silver, precious stones, and they have a little wood, hay, and straw burned, and that's their purification? Where is that derived from the text?
I'm missing your point.
Well, you just indicated that the just man sinned 7 times, so it sounded like you were asserting that even those who built with gold, silver, and precious stones,
yes,
that they themselves are undergoing some sort of purification here. The only thing the text says is they receive a reward, and the others do not. What is their reward? What rewards are given in purgatory?
Heaven.
But they both get heaven. So the one gets something the other doesn't get in this text. What is it?
Where does it say the other doesn't get anything?
Verse 15, but if a certain one's works are consumed, he shall suffer loss, yet he himself shall be saved, yet so as by fire. He doesn't receive a misthos. He does not receive a reward. So if the reward's heaven, then this can't be purgatory, because this ends up in hell.
See that, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, no, let's be respectful, everyone. Let's see if we can work through this. The fact of the matter is, both these groups experience the same testing by fire, but the ones who have their works remain, which they have built upon the foundation, verse 14 says, mithon lamthetai, they shall receive a reward, a misthos. But if another one has their works, which they have built, which were made of wood, hay, and straw, burned up, consumed, they shall suffer loss, yet they shall be saved, yet so as through fire. So, if this is the fire of purgatory, both experienced it, one gets a reward. If that's heaven, what do the other people get? Do you see the point?
You're saying the ones whose works are burnt up get the reward?
No, they don't get any reward. That's what it says. They suffer loss. Zemiao means to suffer a loss of something.
If it is burnt down, he will be the loser, and though he has saved himself, it will be as if one who has gone through fire.
Wow, that's a fascinating translation.
Po, malinaw po na meron inconsistent doon sa hermeneutics ng RCC scholars. So kung kayo po ay natuto at na-bless, paki-like, share, and subscribe po para sa updated kayo sa future content na aking gagawin na may kinalaman sa video. God bless po.